This all happens before you file a VA disability claim. If you have a VSO, the approach that you need to take with your VSO, the 80-year-old grandpa that doesn't know how to use a computer and doesn't really give a shit about your claim, it's not trust but verify. It's don't trust them at all and verify everything. A VSO can help you with certain things, but do not just take his word for it without looking this stuff up. I'm going to show you how to look this stuff up. All right, here we got our list here. This is a online version of it, of a va.gov or eBenefits. Your decision letter will have something similar. So let's talk about a few of these things and then make an opinion about it. So hypertension, not service-connected. Left shoulder strain, 20% service-connected. Irritable bowel syndrome, 0% service-connected. Caffeine addiction, not service-connected. Low testosterone, not service-connected. Tinnitus, 10%. Left knee strain, 10%. Unspecified depressive disorder, unspecified anxiety disorder, 50% service-connected. Nicotine addiction, not service-connected. Migraine or migraine variant headaches, 0% service-connected. So the things that jump out to me, obviously, are caffeine addiction and nicotine addiction. They're not service-connected. They're not even rateable. It's a good idea for you to research these disabilities before you file a claim, because what a waste of a year if you file a claim for a disability that doesn't even exist. They're going to do the same thing they do here. They just say not service-connected. You don't have a condition. We don't recognize it. You need a diagnostic code, and the diagnostic code comes from a doctor, right? You get a diagnosis. You need that. You need the nexus. And you need to document the severity of your symptoms, which brings me on to a couple other things. Irritable bowel syndrome, 0% service-connected, and then migraines, 0% service-connected. So he had the diagnosis, and he had the nexus when he filed these claims. But the severity of the symptoms wasn't captured or documented. So he didn't go in and look at the rating criteria, and he didn't talk about his symptoms. He doesn't have a migraine log. I don't know if he's taken meds. We're trained not to go to the doctor and not complain. And then this is how it comes and bites us in the ass. So I would be thinking about filing an appeal on this one and providing the severity of symptoms, which is usually the DBQ, and trying to get those increased. Hypertension, not service-connected. That could have been a problem with, direct service connection, secondary service connection, presumptive service connection, how he was trying to get it service connected. And then also the nexus. Nexus is the link between the disability you're filing a claim for and how it's related to active duty. So if that doesn't exist, you're just going to get denied, not service-connected. Let's see what else we have here. The unspecified depressive disorder and unspecified anxiety disorder. So he has 50%. There's only one rating for mental health. They combine everything. I have 5 mental health disorders that the VA recognizes, but you get one rating. And they usually take the highest one, which is usually a PTSD. So I have combat PTSD, and all my stuff falls in underneath that. I used to have unspecified depressive disorder and anxiety disorder, and it's like, what is unspecified? That's just a term they use. It doesn't really matter if it's specified, because instead of unspecified depressive disorder, it would be major depressive disorder and have a code. But he's still at 50%. So, who cares what's specified and what's not? He needs to go into the rating criteria. And if he's really in the 70% category, he needs to research and talk about everything that puts him in that category. Tell him how bad your mental health conditions really affect your work and your social life. If you don't break that stuff off and tell them, you're just going to, I guess he's at a 50%. He doesn't meet these things for 70 or maybe 100. That strategy, that's my boot camp. That's what I talk about. I preach it and I teach it. You need a doctor that can help you with a Nexus letter. Check out my med team. Here's an email address. Hit them up. Tell them you need a Nexus.